Hi guys, my name is Brady and I'm a senior here at NKU studying Human Resource Management. On campus, I'm involved with Greek life, presidential ambassadors, and I'm a student worker in our Office of Admissions. And today, I'm going to walk you through the steps that you need to take to apply for NKU, beginning with your online application. So let's get started. All right, so in order to create an NKU application, you will go to nku.edu, and then once you're here, you're going to select our admissions tab, and then you'll select undergraduates, and then you'll click apply now. So now that you're in the admissions application portal, you will create an account. So we're going to create an account under the name Victor because that is our mascot. All right, when you create your password, you're going to want to make sure it's more than 8 characters long. And then you'll select create an account and your application is open. So we'll start out with some basic identity information. So you will fill out your social security number and make sure you confirm that. And then select your date of birth. Okay, next up is your name, which you already filled in when you created the account. If you have to make any changes, or if you would like to add your preferred name or your middle name, you would do that here. If not, you can skip on down to our demographic information. So for this, you can select your gender, your country of birth, and then you can fill out these boxes for the race category. And then we're moving down to our other information. So if your country of citizenship is not American US, then you would change that here. And then you would also select whether or not you currently or have ever served in the United States military. Okay, so up next is our current mailing address. I'm going to go with our university address, which auto-completes here. And then we'll go on down to our telephone and email. And this is really helpful in case we need to contact you for any reason. And you should already have your email address from when you created the account. Down here, if your permanent address is different from your current mailing address, then you can fill out that information here. But if they're the same thing, then you can select yes and continue on. Oh, don't forget to fill in this box. I'm going to start this part. That's a little bit over. Okay, so if your permanent address is different than your current mailing address, then you're going to fill out this section. And if they're the same thing, then you'll select this, and then you'll select this box as well, and then you'll hit save and continue. All right, so you're on to your next page here, and this is where you're going to select what type of degree you wish to pursue. So for example, you might want to select bachelor's degree, which is typically a 4-year degree. And if you're coming right out of high school, you're most likely going to be filling out a freshman application. But this is also where you would select whether or not you're transferring from another university or if you're interested in another type of application. This box basically asks you if you also want to pursue a law degree in the accelerated program that takes 6 years, and so you'll select this answer as appropriate. And then you'll answer these 2 questions as well. So if you are a National Merit finalist or semifinalist, or if you completed a Kentucky Governor's Scholars Program, you'll select that information here. Okay, so for this next part, you are going to select your enrollment term or academic area. So this basically is just asking you when you wish to start at NKU. Our fall semester begins in August, and then our spring semester begins in January. So for here, I'm going to select 2018 fall. And if you don't know what you're interested in majoring in, then you would select yes, that you're undecided. But if you do know what you want to major in, you'll select no, and then some more questions will pop up. So if you are interested in an accelerated online program, then you select yes here. Many students coming right out of high school would most likely pick no, and then you can select what major you're interested in. So for example, if you are interested in an English major and maybe you have a second academic area of interest, so maybe an English major, but you're also interested in anthropology, you can select this here as well, and then press Save and Continue. This next box here is for your high school information. So you'll select whether you went to high school, whether you're homeschooled, or if you received your GED. So we'll select high school. And then let's say you went to Boone County High School in Kentucky. You would type that in here, and it's really nice that it will autocomplete for you. You'll add that high school and you'll add your graduation year. If you know your guidance counselor's information, it's really helpful to input that in this next section, and they can help you a lot with your application process. But if you're not aware of that or you don't know how to contact them right now, you can go ahead and skip this part and you can save and continue. Under housing, you will decide whether you would like to live at NKU or if you want to live off campus. So there's some different options that will pop up. Let's say that you want to live in on-campus housing. You can skip over the current employment information unless you really want to add something about that. And then the next part is going to be your parent or guardian's information. So I'm just going to fill this in quickly here. And then you'll also input their address, and if you input an address earlier on in the application, it should autocomplete for you, which is really helpful. This next part is family education. So you'll select the highest education level completed by your parent or guardian. So for example, if you have a parent who has a master's degree, you would select that. And then if your parents or any of your relatives graduated from NKU, you'll put that information in here. But for now, I'm going to skip over this next part and I'll hit Save and Continue. Okay, so you're almost finished. What you'll do is you'll hit Submit Your Application, and then this screen will pop up thanking you for your application, and it will kind of confirm some of the information you selected. And at the bottom, you'll see this portion for the application fee. You can either choose to select this option and pay now, and it's a $40 fee that you can pay online with a credit card. Or if you maybe are not able to do that right now, you can sign out and you can come back to that at a later date. Once you log out of your application, you can always access it again by going back to this main screen and selecting Returning User on the right. So you'll enter in your email and your password again. And once you're logged in, you can choose to pay your application fee down here at the bottom, or after 24 hours after you submit your application, you can go to check my application status and see where we're at with your application. Thanks for watching my video on how to apply to NKU. I hope you learned a lot today, but if you still have questions, you can call our Office of Admissions at 859-572-5220. Have a great day and go Norse!